Hi guys, welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to talk a little bit about how to come up with what's important for you in a logical way, how to process it and where to start when you want to set your goals. So the first step that we're going to do is actually just make a list of things that are important to you. So this could be done for a multitude of different aspects, or we can purely look at it from a fitness point of view. So today we're just going to look at it from a fitness point of view. So the first thing is I'm just going to make a little list of elements that you would like to address, okay, or that are important to you. So we could start off with something like strength, flexibility, stamina, etc. We could go on and build up a list of them. From them, it's quite good to have sort of a list of, say, 6 items, something like that. You could have more, it doesn't really matter. The next thing you're going to do is create a diagram here, okay, and along these axes is where you're going to list the features, okay. So we've got the strength up here, we've got flexibility, we could have agility, we've got muscular endurance, for example. You could list them all on there as you go around, okay? Once you've done that, along these axes you're going to make some markers, and these are going to be labelled 1 to 10, so 1 being down here, 10 being up here. 10 being the epitome, the highest point that you feel as if you can maintain or where you're happy with. So if we're looking at this from my point of view at the moment, it would just make it a little bit easier to kind of go through it. My cardiovascular endurance is pretty high as a result of the training that I've been doing, but my strength is pretty low, so we'll just make these markers here. As we go through, I will plot on the diagram how well I'm feeling about particular things. So strength is pretty low, my endurance is pretty high, my muscular endurance is pretty high as a result of it, my agility, I'll say in the middle, flexibility. So you can plot this around for a variety of different things, as I said before, but you'll put these markers on. From there we can start to see a slight pattern, and all you'll do is connect all the dots. To give yourself a shape. Once we've got that shape, you can kind of look at where you need to develop. So if we were to colour this in, just so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so these are all the elements that are important to you, and now we've got where you are amongst all of them. So if I'm looking at this, I know on the elements that are important to me, I need to improve my strength. Okay, it might not be the most fun aspect, but it's something that you still want to address and that you feel you could apply a bit more time to. So we can look in here and we say, right, this is an area I need to address, this is an area that I need to address. How can I go about doing that? And this is where we can set our goals. So we know the most important aspect that you need to address is your strength. And then we go, okay, we can break that down from there and say, right, my goals would be a strength element. In order to improve my strength, I need to do this, this, this and this. Obviously we can outline a goal in a little bit more detail using certain principles like the SMARTER principle, making sure that it's a realistic one for you. And from there you can address it, so in different elements you can say it's a strength that I want to sort of focus on, and for this I want to encourage focus a bit more towards a bench, a deadlift and a squat, for example. And then from there you can make the specific things for those particular lifts. And eventually you realise that you've addressed all the items that are important to you, and you've balanced out your shape so that you're more even, and you can carry on that approach as far as you want to go. Okay? So hopefully that's given you a good idea of how you go about looking at what's important to you and making that first initial step from setting a goal. My top tip on this would actually be to write it down. So whether you're doing it on a piece of paper or on a board like this, but make sure you actually go through this physical process of writing it down and establishing what's important. That visual cue and actually having something in front of you is going to make a big difference on how you move forward. If you've got any questions on this, feel free to comment below or drop us a message, and I'll do my best to get back to you. We're going to be doing some more like this as a follow-up, so if you've got anything that you kind of want me to address specifically on this, then equally do the same, drop us a comment. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys, and I'll catch up with you next week. Cheerio.